Welcome to Give and Take, Why Helping Others Drives Our Success, by Adam Grant. In this book, Grant explores how success is deeply influenced by how we interact with others and whether we approach relationships as givers, takers, or matchers. In this listen-along, we'll dive into examples and insights that show how helping others can enrich our lives and drive our achievements. Chapter 1: Reciprocity Styles. Let's start with the 3 reciprocity styles Grant describes. Takers like to get more than they give, focusing on their own gains and often expecting something in return for their efforts. Matchers believe in fairness and balance, following a give-and-take approach where favors are exchanged equally. Then there are givers, a rare group who offer help without expecting anything in return. Givers support others, share knowledge, and build connections without looking for personal gain. Grant finds that each of these styles has its advantages and challenges. While takers and matchers often do fairly well, givers appear at both the top and bottom of the success ladder. Why? Let's look at the story of David Hornick and Danny Shader to understand. Chapter 2: A Giver's Story, David Hornick. David Hornick, a venture capitalist known for his generosity, met an entrepreneur named Danny Shader. Hornick loved Shader's idea and offered to invest but encouraged Shader to take his time deciding, even suggesting he consider other investors. Shader ultimately chose a different investor, leaving Hornick without the deal. But months later, Shader regretted his decision and invited Hornick back as a second investor. Hornick accepted, and his support became a crucial part of Shader's success. Hornick's generosity didn't just benefit him, it helped Shader and his company thrive. This story shows that givers can indeed succeed, often by creating a ripple effect that benefits everyone involved. Chapter 3: The Success of Givers, the Data. Grant's research shows that givers don't just survive in competitive environments, they often thrive. For example, in a study of engineers, givers appeared as both the least and most productive. The givers who succeeded had learned to balance helping others with their own goals, creating strong networks and goodwill that propelled them forward. Chapter 4: Boundaries and Balance. So how do successful givers avoid burnout? Grant suggests that setting boundaries is key. One strategy is the 5-minute favor, a small act that requires little effort but has a big impact, like introducing 2 people or sharing quick advice. By giving strategically, givers can stay energized and avoid being exploited. Chapter 5: The Ripple Effect of Givers. One of the most powerful aspects of giving is the ripple effect it creates. When a giver succeeds, they lift others up along with them. Consider Peter Audette, a financial advisor in Australia. One day, he met with a client who appeared to be a modest scrap metal worker. Peter treated him with respect and later discovered the client was highly successful with hidden wealth. Peter's willingness to give his time led to a deep trust, and the client transferred all his investments to Peter's care. By being a giver, Peter created relationships that brought him unexpected rewards. What can we take away from these stories? Here are some key principles. 1. Focus on small acts of giving. Givers don't have to exhaust themselves, even small, thoughtful actions can build goodwill. 2. Set boundaries to avoid burnout. Successful givers know when to say no and give in ways that align with their goals. 3. Embrace the long game. Giving may not yield immediate rewards, but over time, its benefits accumulate, building trust and strong networks. 4. Foster a culture of generosity. When giving becomes the norm, the entire community benefits. Give and Take leaves us with a powerful insight: success is not only about personal achievement but also the impact we have on others. When we choose to be givers, we create success that benefits ourselves and everyone around us. In a world that often rewards selfishness, Give and Take reminds us that generosity can be a pathway to greatness. By helping others, we can create a ripple effect that transforms our lives, our workplaces, and even our communities. Thank you for listening, and remember, sometimes, the most rewarding path forward is to lend a helping hand.